Hi, I'm Jessica Bolby. I'm wrapping up my summer internship with NBC6 working as a news producer. My journey was filled with ups and downs, good memories, and completed goals. I'll take you through my journey as an NBC6 intern. Now, let me tell you who I am. I was born and raised in Fort Lauderdale, and I'm a proud South Florida native and Day One Panthers fan. I'm pursuing a journalism degree at Florida Gulf Coast University, and I'm expected to graduate in 2026. Coming into this internship was daunting. At first, I was surrounded by talented minds and brilliant journalists. It was a bit overwhelming, but throughout my time here, I learned that I was supported, I could learn from these people, and they wanted to see me succeed. Thanks to them, I've been able to accomplish more than I ever thought possible. Let's take a look at what I've achieved this summer. My first week, I was thrown into the world of producing. I learned how to write and edit VOs, sought VOs, create banners, and write teases. I received constant feedback, advice, and criticism. Through that, I grew into a writer I can say I'm proud of. I enjoyed all the writing I did, even at 3 in the morning.
Midnight Club.
But I had a true love for writing fun, poppy stories. For example, still to come on NBC6, say hello to Hello Kitty. The pop culture icon celebrates her 50th anniversary. We dive into the feline phenomenon's long-lasting legacy, share some fun facts, and celebrate all things Hello Kitty. Not only did I write, I was able to go out in the field and shadow reporters. Besides picking their brain and asking endless questions, I was able to film my own stand-ups. Now, we spoke with folks today who have relatives that they've supported through this program. I spoke to one woman whose grandmother arrived today. Now, the family is worried that their grandfather won't arrive anytime soon in light of the recent news. Now, the DHS says that this is a temporary pause to give them time to review supporter applications. Now, they do plan to restart the application process with the proper safeguards. I'm here at MIA, Jessica Bolby, NBC6 News. This is how Toledo says the burglar got in. Not from the front door, but from the side door. He had cut open the glass and crawled through the bottom, getting out in just under 7 minutes. His name was Sheldon Lawrence, you guys. He was a father, a brother, and soon-to-be grandfather in about a month. I also spoke with the grandmother of the 2-year-old, who's still in the hospital, up, but now has a long road to recovery ahead of him. Those two families wanting only one thing, and that is justice. Police say if you know who was in that car or you know anything at all, to give them a call. And you can also call Broward Crime Stoppers. And remember, you can remain anonymous. I'm here in Fort Lauderdale, Jessica Bolby, NBC6 News. Going out into the field and covering stories was an incredible experience. But I knew coming in I wanted to pitch stories of my own. That's where Marnette Wegman comes in. Who's Marnette Wegman, you may ask? Well, she's a 94-year-old Florida Panthers superfan and 30-year season pass holder. I pitched her story the first week of my internship, and by Friday, I was out on the field with Shernay watching the story come to life. It aired multiple times, and once the Panthers won the Stanley Cup, Roxy did a follow-up Zoom interview with Miss Marnette. I wanted to tell stories I was passionate about and truly make a difference in my community. When I heard a theater program I was a part of lost a significant amount of funding because of statewide budget cuts, I wanted to step up. Lovell is a workshop where teens write, produce, and perform a musical all within 3 weeks. I did the program for 7 years, and I credit Lovell for making me who I am today. When I heard that Ron DeSantis' budget cuts to the arts jeopardized the small program, I knew I wanted to share their story. I worked in collaboration with another intern to make that happen, and despite the uphill battle, the story finally aired. It was a huge full circle moment for me. Opportunities. I was able to shadow South Florida Live for a brief 2 days. There, I learned how the entertainment side of our station operates, and I got a taste for a different style of writing. For example, from Biggie to Beyonce and Kiss to Kendrick Lamar, Rolling Stone just dropped their list of the top 100 album covers of all time. Let's take a look at the top 3. I learned from the brilliant Roxanne Vargas in an anchor shadowing session alongside some of the other interns. Hello and welcome, I'm Jessica Bolby. Right now at noon, FBI agents raiding the home of affluent developer Sergio Pino. We're live on the scene with what we now know. Plus, day 2 of the Republican National Convention is underway. A look at the surprise appearances and key highlights from day 1. And the Copa America chaos continues. Local leaders are giving their thoughts. Day 3 saw J.D. Vance's first speech as the party's nominee for vice president. But tonight, former President Trump will take center stage at the Republican National Convention later this evening. NBC's Bree Jackson joins us from Milwaukee with a recap of Day 3. Video from earlier this morning shows SWAT teams surrounding the house. Pino has been embroiled in a bitter divorce with his wife of 32 years, marred by allegations of arson, poisoning, and stalking. NBC6 reporter Tony Pipitone is live just a few houses away from Pino's waterfront home. Nice. Amazon Prime Day is officially here and the deals are rolling in this morning. The company says this year's Prime event will offer deep discounts for thousands of items. Shoppers should also keep an eye out for lightning deals, which are discounts that last for a short window of time, expiring when the item sells out or the timer runs out. Overall, I learned many valuable lessons and accomplished more than I thought able, thanks to the people around me. At NBC, I was able to make my dreams come true. In the future, I aim to continue telling stories, hone my journalistic skills, and one day be on camera. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's everything. I'm done. No. I think I have more to add. I don't think that. No. Let's keep going. Okay. This internship meant a lot to me. And I think one of the most rewarding things is seeing where experiences like this lead others. I spoke to former interns about their time at NBC6.
So my name is Avery Grosvenor. I was a summer intern at NBC6 in 2023.
I asked Avery to share what he liked about NBC6 and to give some advice to other interns.
I really get a feel of like a family vibe there. And that was one of the most impactful parts of my experience in the internship program, because they really cared for you, not just for your professional development, but your personal growth too. My biggest advice is to always be open to helping other people and always be open to, learning something new,
And where is Avery now, you may ask?
That I'm an intern with NBC News in New York City. As Eileen Cuervo would put it, I made it to the Mecca.
I had the fortune of talking to another former intern who told me how NBC6 impacted her and gave me some tips.
My name's Simone Werner. I interned at NBC6 last summer in 2023, and I was a news producing intern. Interning at NBC6 was incredible. I felt like I learned so much. I gained so much experience as a writer, being able to produce the afternoon cut-ins, then producing even morning hour-long shows. It was really incredible because you're given a space to learn and grow, and I will forever be grateful of NBCC for that. The biggest piece of advice I learned was to be willing to, just learn anything on the spot, and you might get thrown things at you throughout your career. Whether it's an hour-long newscast that randomly, the morning producer wants you to put together, or if it's, finding a famous guest and reaching out to them on Instagram and hoping now that, they'll be able to come onto our show. Right now, I'm currently interning at New York Live, which is essentially similar to South Florida Live. It's just in the city, so we cover the tri-state area.
At NBC, you can be great. You can grow, overcome challenges, and become the journalist that you want to be. Coming in my first day, I was scared to disappoint, to fail, and to make mistakes. For a moment, I felt like a kid dressed up in heels too big for me. I wouldn't feel the confidence I do now if it weren't for the people around me. Producers like Christina, Jen, and Shaylee encouraged me and pushed me. My fellow interns inspired me and kept me motivated when I had doubts. Reporters like Nico and Jamie gave me advice and wisdom. Honestly, there's too many people to thank, but this had an immense impact. I'm left with memories, skills, and advice I will use for years to come. And for that, I am thankful.